Well, day one of Thanksgiving hike in the Shining Rock Wilderness area around Black Balsam Knob. Just getting started away from the car. Here's the trail.
Looking down the ground, as shadows make no sound. A game of hide and seek.
First little view of the day. And see what we will probably be climbing the side of here in a little bit. Backdrop of the Blue Mountains. First break spot, just a mile or so in on the Mountains to Sea trail before we get on the Connolly Cove. Probably not the Connolly Cove though, because that sounds like a different place. A little view of our break spot. We should be hitting the conjunction of Graveyard Ridge Trail. Pretty cool name. There is no camping on the ridge. It's something put in place last year. Not really sure why, but it's only about a mile and a half of the Graveyard Ridge Trail, and then back to the Mountain to Sea Trail. Then we'll try to find camp for the night. Definitely have a good view. We made it to our intersection of Mountain to Sea Trail to the Graveyard Ridge Trail. Ooh. Pretty nice wide trail, pretty rocky, but very level. Easy walk so far. We're going to have this for about a mile, maybe just over a mile. And then we'll be back on the Mountains to Sea, and we'll start looking for camp when we reach the Mountains to Sea again. This particular trail, Graveyard, there's no camping on, as I mentioned earlier. So just taking the views, and we'll find camp after a bit.
Looking down the ground, as shadows make no sound. A game of hide and seek.
So we are going to continue this way and hopefully run into a campsite at some point. Sun is setting a little bit. We got an hour or 2 hours, probably two and a half before we get darkness, so we got plenty of time. But so far it's been a nice trail. Been steep downhill, and then a little bit up and down, but a lot of flats. So it's been good stuff. Missy likes the flat.
I do. Thumbs up for the flat.
All right, let's see if we can find ourselves a camping site. Okay, found camp for the night. Missy coming into camp. Pretty good little camp, good size. It goes way back there. There's no water here. It's our first dry camping, so I'll figure that out. But pretty good campsite. Some trees here to set up on. And just keeps going back and back. I'm gonna start getting set up, make something warm to eat, and we'll touch base with you. Luckily, I don't have to dry camp for the first time. We have a little bit of water, enough to make some coffee and some food, but nothing for tomorrow or some hot chocolate tonight. This ain't where I'm getting my water from, but it is leading to where I'm going to get my water from. Well hidden campsite. And voila, water. Once we have the dirty bag full, we use gravity feed to put it in the clean bag. Alright, we have water, about ready to make some hot cocoa, and camp is about set up, just putting the tarps up. This is my Dream Hammock Sparrow with my hammock gear quilts. Got my tarp, Missy's Sparrow hammock gear quilts. She has the orange, I have the blue and orange, and she's frantically digging through her stuff. Hi, Missy.
Hi.
Hot chocolate time. Gorgeous night behind us. I don't know if you can see, it's already sunset. But there's definitely a gorgeous moon out. We'll get a beautiful picture of the sky tonight. Should be really, really nice. Hopefully you're getting that picture, but here's a cheers. Happy Thanksgiving to all, and a good moon, good night. Good morning. Day 2, day after Thanksgiving. It's about 7:15. Sunrise behind us there, as you can probably see. So we're getting life coming back to the campsite. We got to camp about 4:30 last night. Set up, I mean, it is end of November, so it's getting dark by 5:30, 5:45-ish. Amazing stars last night. We don't have a proper camera to show that, but the sky was open, the stars were unbelievable, just simply unbelievable. Today we'll do about another 4 or 5 miles, not very high miles, kind of relaxing weekend, just trying to stay warm, and we'll camp up back towards the Loeb again. It was definitely cold last night. In the hammock I was fine, couple cold spots, but slept just fine. Outside of the hammock it was getting pretty cold. When I checked my small little thermostat before we got in the hammocks, it looked like roughly 13 degrees. This morning, right before or right as sunrise, It looked like it was about 15 degrees. It's going to warm up quick now, I'm sure. Yesterday it was about 45 or 50 during the day. So time to make some coffee and have breakfast. Probably relax for a while and then tear down camp. Alright, sun is fully up. Warm. You can see I'm no longer in my puffy and every warm piece of clothing that I have. So no campfires. That's a no-no in this particular area. We make some coffee. I went and got some more water. And here we are. The remnants of our water overnight froze. Alright, day 2 all packed up. The unused fire ring, because fires aren't allowed. Campsite was down there. Had the benefit of watching the sunrise over there. And we're all packed up. It is 11:15. We definitely lollygagged and enjoyed the morning. Nothing wrong with that. And we're going to hit the trail. It is amazing.
This is why we come.
Hiking up Black Balsam today. Sorry for the wind there. I'm kind of on a knob. Beautiful, beautiful day. A little windy, a little chilly, won't lie. We'll be over some balds today, so not a lot of tree cover. But definitely very nice. We're about halfway up the knob, Black Balsam knob, and it's beautiful. The sun isn't shining, so it's a little colder, as you can probably see, but my God, what beauty. Here, let's take a look. Sorry for the wind if you can't hear anything. I know it's windy and you probably cannot hear me, but we just went over Black Balsam Knob, heading towards Tennant Mountain. Just absolutely breathtaking. But I just want to show you a little lunch spot. This is how you do lunch on a Saturday. Not a bad view for lunch. Just heading out. Every day's lunch should look like this. Last break of the day, we'll give you a little view. Down this mountain, back up